Hello, Cutco Gifting World. LA Gonzalez out of Corpus Christi, Texas here. I want to go ahead and give an update of how the past couple weeks went. Was able to do a lot of traveling in April. Anyone I saw in Costa Rica, that was super fun. Went to Coachella, that was super fun. And excited to share some hot news and show that we're getting into the time of year where gifting should be getting really hot if you're following the program that I'm following. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, but first, a couple updates. Last year at about this time, I was at about 35K on the year for business gifting. And as of right now, at about 28K. So to go ahead and catch up to where I was last year, I need to sell about 12K this month, and I'll be right on pace. But we have a lot of very exciting things coming up. Most of this year has been working towards reaching out to customers, setting them up for the ABRs. So that way, here in June, when I do my business appreciation month, I have clients just lined up ready to do an ABR, which is where we're going to go over uh, what we did in the past, how the business is going, catch up, and update them on new programs and products. I'm very excited to start integrating more programs in my gifting. So for me personally, like with realtors, I'm constantly like showing them, hey, you're on the tiered program, you're on the tiered program. With business gift clients, it's like, hey, you're on our referral program or our build a set program, right? So what I've learned from Rob is that when you have the customers understand they're on a program, the chances of you getting one-off orders are less likely, and you're going to more consistently have customers that place reorders year after year. So, although I have over 70 gifting clients now, there's a lot of them that I'm not able to set the ABRs for. And I understand that a lot of that is because when I first sold them their gifts, I did not set the right expectations on what to expect from me and this gifting program going forward. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So opening up our gifting Bible, this is our biz tracker right here. And so this needs to be updated. I haven't added any gifting clients that I've sold to since February. So I'm now sitting at about 70 gifting clients. But what I did to make it easy is all of these green cells right here indicate that I've already had a conversation with that customer and they are very open to setting the ABR. These conversations may have happened in January, in February, in March. So all that's left for me to do is get a hold of the client one more time so we can actually set the ABR. And then a handful of these clients, the ABRs have actually been set. Like I'm very excited. I have my biggest client, AirServe. I have their ABR. I was shooting for SC1, but she's actually pregnant right now. So that way we could get it done. We're going to do it about a month before she's due. So that way we can get it done. So we have our ABR here in a couple weeks. But most of these people I will be setting for my SC1 push. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 already set. Now, some of these people, like for example, Tanya right here, usually her orders about anywhere from like 11 to 14K, so that would be exciting. But my business gift average order is 1,800 CPO. So what that tells me is with most of these people, I've already set them for ABRs. I don't know what my completion percentage is, so let's just be conservative and say it's I'll actually completely book and complete 70% of these ABRs for SC1. So that should give me about 9.8 orders with an average order of 1,800. That's about 18K right there for my SE1, and that's not including any new business or any realtor business. I've been working a lot on realtor recently. Just over the next 2 weeks, I actually have 6 realtor events, so I'm very excited to sell a lot of gifting orders over those realtor events. But what I want to do today is I want to take a little bit of time and I want to explain. Let me find him, Mr. Ron Moreno. He is with Winston Water Coolers. So let me just do a search here. Winston. There he is. So this gentleman, Mr. Ronald Moreno. So I want to show you guys why it is so important to set these ABRs. Well, before setting the ABRs, why it's so important to coach your clients. So I got referred to this guy from Drain King Plumbing, which wasn't a very sexy order right here. Juan Sanchez with Drain King Plumbing, and they bought about 10 lockbacks. You know, nothing sexy. It was like 980 CPO. This was in 2023. They actually did an order in 2024. But when I went by to check in on Mr. Sanchez, I asked for referrals, and he referred me to Ronald Moreno. So when I met Ronald last year in April, introduced myself, went through the 8 quality questions, explained the program, and it was just a perfect fit. They were currently doing turkeys for Thanksgiving, and he's like, dude, this just makes sense. Like, we're spending like $100 on like these turkeys or whatever it was, $60, I don't know. And he's like, but you know, I get it. Like, we spend the money and it's gone. So we can do this, and we're gonna spend the same money, but it's just gonna pay us back for so much longer than giving those turkeys. So he just really got it. So we placed his order for his first order. He did it was like 28 santokus, and I did everything correctly. I placed the order, I hand delivered it, I gave him a knife for himself, and I set the expectations of what to expect from me. I would check in a couple months later, make sure that he really loved the order, see if there's anything I could have done better. I let him know about the ABR. Now, also, I did all this during the business gift drop off, and then I did it again when I checked in a few months later. So I'm just consistently setting these expectations, right? I let him know, hey, you'll hear from me again in November. I'm going to make sure there's no one we missed. We got gifts for everybody. And then in January, I'm going to reach out so we can go ahead and set up our ABR. January comes. He tells me that, you know, he likes saving, he likes discounts. I'm like, hey, man, it's January. I'm running a sale right now because the prices are going up. So if we knock it out now, you're actually going to save some money. And I could tell he was just super busy. He's just like, hey, dude, I'm super busy. He was kind of mean about it a little bit, actually. Just super busy. Now's not the time, blah, blah, blah. Like, send me an email, sends me an email, nothing happened. And then while I'm in Costa Rica, he sends me an email. He's like, hey, man, I actually need a couple extra knives. There's some people I missed. Long story short, 6 santokus up, and then we did 33 8-inch carvers to go ahead and knock out gifting for the year. I went ahead and hooked him up, so it just made sense to do the whole order. And then we were able to do it on a 6-pay. Now, he did tell me that the 6-pay was a little pricey, and I was like, dude, if we would have done this in January, you could have done the 12-pay. And he's like, gosh dang it. He's like, all right, man. So what I want you to do, come in January, and then, you know, show me what's going to be the next knife on my program, show me the price and everything, and I'm probably going to tell you to fuck off. He said it just like that. I'm probably going to tell you to fuck off. Remind me of this conversation, how I was kind of in a bind having to do this right now, where if I get it done in January, I can do that 12-pay, like you said. So I was like, yes, sir. Sounds great. So that is like the perfect scenario of how you want to train your clients. Like, he knew. He's like, dude, I fucked up. I should have just done it in January. So just really want to share the importance of setting those ABRs. What I have for most of this week is all the clients I haven't gotten a hold of. I'll be sending them a video one last time, trying to reach out. Anyone in the area, I'll be going in person, but trying to do the best I can to set these ABRs. But the thing is, even if you don't set someone that year for the ABR, there's still hope. Like, for example, with Mr. Logan Burton with Ardura, with Logan, I went ahead and saw him at a show, sold to him a 5K order at the show. And then this one, 2023, 2024, all year, I was trying to set that ABR. No, busy, busy, busy. And then in like August, he's like, hey, Ole, I appreciate your persistence. I'm going to reach out when and if we decide to do anything. Long story short, saw him at the show. He had no plan. I was like, dude, cut goes easy. It's worked. It's great. I got discounts going, and boom, another 4,700 CPO at the show. And we've already talked about how shears should be the next item in his program. So I know with Mr. Logan Burton, he already understands he's on a program, so he'll be continuing with the program and probably doing about 40 shears this year. So just really want to share the importance of this, guys. To be able to generate an additional almost 20K of CPO off these ABRs, and that's if they just go okay. And then all the leads I'm going to get, the book of business I'm continuing to add by working traditional events and finding business owners at the booth. I'm working a super slow rodeo right now here in Corpus. It's an 11-day rodeo. I've been there 4 days. I've sold $1,600. But this AC company that I've been trying to get, they're behind me. And every time I've gone by this guy's office, he's just like total dick. And it was just really, I guess, him just being out of the office and more chill environment or something. He had a whole conversation with me. I was able to do the whole pitch. He likes the idea. And these things just take time. So the sooner you start working at this, the sooner you start doing pop buys, setting ABRs, reaching out to people to help you, the sooner you're going to be seeing success and most importantly, repeat orders. So thank you guys for following along. I'm very excited to post some hot news next week. We have a lot of realtor meetings going on. We have a lot of ABRs getting set. So I hope everybody got some value out of this. And again, if you ever want to talk about gifting, reach out 361-455-1662. Thank you guys.